What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Come On, Get Happy Hour. We got a very special episode. It's a shorter episode. I just wanted to do a little vignette featuring a buddy of mine, works at one of the baddest car designing companies in the world. They make all the celebrity badass rides. They have a TV show on Netflix. I'm talking about West Coast Customs. We got an exclusive. So what they're doing is a 24-hour live stream for SEMA. Now, SEMA is the biggest car show in the world. It stands for Specialty Equipment Market Association. I never knew that until I looked the shit up. But anyway, that's what SEMA stands for, established in 1968. So normally that would be going on in November, but obviously that's not happening. They have over 6,000 companies from all over the world that participate, aftermarket, pimp my ride stuff, lowering, sound system, wheels, all that custom fabrication. It's sick. But since it's not happening, and West Coast Custom has one of the biggest spots there, SEMA said, we want to do a live stream build, and then we'll give the car away at the end, which actually is going to be a truck. But so my buddy Chad Utt over there said, hey, man, we'll give you a little sneak peek. I was like, appreciate that. And so we're going to do that. We're going to check in with Chad. They've been going since like 9 o'clock this morning. So I love cars. I think you guys know that. I put on Facebook today, I said, what are your favorite TV and movie cars of all time? So I did a top 10 list. Do we have a drum roll there? Talking to Judy Sketch, producer up in Canada.
Hello, hello, hello. And of course, we'll fly a drum roll in there for you.
Hey, Sketch, do you have a favorite car, movie or TV car, famous car?
The Aston Martin in the Bond movie.
It's a good choice. It's a very good choice.
Yeah, and then the second would be the DeLorean in Back to the Future.
All right. The regular DeLorean or the Back to the Future DeLorean?
No, the Back to the Future one.
They did some crazy shit. I see one putting around LA sometime and it's broken down half the time, but they got all the fake, turbo boosters or whatever that is. And what was it? 88 miles per hour they had to go to?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Can we take us back to 2019? Because 2020 or forward a year.
I'd like to go back to the 90s just so I can go to the club and dance. That's all I want to do is dance right 80s,
now. I'd be doing some Running Man. I'd be breaking it down.
There you go. There you go. Go, Stevie. It's your birthday.
All right. Put in some kid. Ain't no hurt nobody. Oh, we just dancing. All right. So those are your two favorites.
Yes.
So I put on Facebook, what are your favorite movie or TV show cars? And I'm going to do a little top 10 here.
All right. Here we go. Here you go.
Of course, I don't have an order, so I'm just going to make this shit up. Right. Number 10, the Fall Guys 82 GMC 4x4. Lee Majors was rocking.
That's a good car.
That was badass. I think John from Chips had a similar one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he did. That's a cool car. We'll say number 9 was My Mother the Car. I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
I think it's a car that talked or something. All right, where are we at? Number 8?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's say number 8 is the Green Hornet. I don't remember exactly what that was. That could have been a Continental. I want to say a Continental. I could be wrong.
Okay, I'll look that up, though. I'll look that up and fly it in.
I think it was Bruce Lee, the Green Hornet. Yeah, I think it was a Continental. And then they remade that movie, right? Green Hornet.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it is. What number are we at? 7?
Yep.
All right. The Munsters Mobile. So not the coffin. Who's the uncle? What was his name? He had the coffin.
These are all things. I was a tiny child.
But the Munsters, I think they have the Munsters here at Galpin Auto Sports. I've seen it before, and that's a Barris build. Now, Barris did a lot of movie and TV cars. He did the Batmobile. He did one. He did the Monkeys car.
Mm-hmm.
Useless car trivia there. All right, where are we at? Number 6?
Number 6.
All right, let's go to the Badass Cuda from Phantasm. Do you like horror movies there, Judy?
I'm not a fan of horror movies. Not really.
Especially when I was a kid and I saw this at the drive-in. I think I snuck in.
Mm-hmm.
Still have nightmares, but he had a badass Cuda. What number was that? 6?
6. We're on number 5.
All right, 5 we're going to say was the 67 Shelby GT from Gone in 60 Seconds. Badass. Right
That's a
there.
good car. That's a good
That's a
car.
good car right there. That's a sick car.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4. Let's say it was the uh, the other Batmobile, the Barris Batmobile, the first one. Which, hang on one second, studio audience.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that. We're impromptu. All right. So this is my Barris Batmobile when I was a kid. That's actually mine.
Nice.
All right. A few years ago, they came out with a replica of the original. Look how banged up mine is on the bottom. That was mine.
Lots of jumps.
So I bought my son Colin one just like it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that badass?
Very cool.
There
Very
we
cool.
go. All right. What number was that?
So now we're on number 4.
Are you sure? I think there was
Number
3.
3.
We're on 3?
Yeah.
I think I miscounted, so it might be number
We might be
2.
number 4 or number 3.
No, we're on 3. We're on 3. All
Okay.
right. Steve McQueen's 68 Fastback, Mustang Fastback from Bullitt.
Oh, I saw that car. I've actually seen that car at a car
you?
show. That's
the
really
car?
dope car.
That's sick. I don't know where it is now. I read a story that it was just found. It was like in storage, and there was a rumor that that was the car, and they dug it out and didn't restore it or anything, but it went on the auction block. So I want to know if you guys are watching, please tell me what that went for, if it was auctioned. All right. Number 2, I thought this one was funny. Number 2, you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Scooby-Doo's Mystery Machine. The Mystery Machine.
Is that the van?
Yeah, the van.
I used to have that when I was a kid, and it
Yeah.
was the one where you look through the rear view window and you could see scenes from the show inside.
Oh,
It was
cool.
awesome. I had that, and I had the Incredible Hulk van, just the same type of thing.
Sick. My son also has it there. Colin has the A-Team.
Oh,
van. That's
nice.
pretty badass. So in the double wide here, we share a room, my son and I. But, anyway, did I give away I'm in my son's room? Did I give that away? All right. Are we at number 1?
Number 1. Da, da,
Big
da.
drum-
What are we at?
We need a big drum roll for
Big
this
drum
one,
roll.
Sketch. Ready?
I'm going to drop it in.
The number 1 all-time movie. This contest could have been rigged, but the number 1 all-time
I'm going to guess what it is.
automobile. Smokey and the Bandits Trans Am.
Oh, how did that happen, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on?
And I have. Oh, hang on. See, I don't prep like they do over at West Coast Customs well in advance, as you can see. Bam, 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 eastbound and down, load them up and truck them. So this was a model, and you can see we've already lost half of the parts. Did you know when you buy these damn things, they come white, but on the box, it looks like the movie car.
Oh, wow.
So you have to paint it, primer it, put the decals on. But anyway.
Oh, so you built it. You built the model itself.
With my son, Colin, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
only
okay if
took
you did it by yourself.
4
That's
years.
too-
It only took 4 years. The box said 45 minutes. Actually, I'm still working on it. Hold on.
That's hilarious.
But I have a very similar car. When I saw that movie when I was a child, which I wasn't supposed to see, but my hillbilly hell-raising dad took me to see it. My mom said, he can't see that movie. They took me to see it. So that's why I love Trans Ams. I'm on my 3rd one. And so, yeah, that's weird that won the contest for the most iconic. That's really
some
weird.
things are just ordained by the Lord. So we'll just leave it like that.
I don't want an investigation on how this came out.
Somebody rigged it.
Rigged it.
This contest was rigged.
Yeah. Damn it. Move on. But anyway,
I'm not disputing the results. It's fine.
Thank you. We normally have a drinking word, as you know, Sketch. And
yes.
It was going to be badass because all the West Coast Customs rides are badass. I think that's his Travis Scott's Bugatti there. There's the Beebs. I think they've done a lot of cars for the Beebs.
Right.
There's another Beebs. There's Beebs and Ryan that we're going to hopefully we can get Ryan, the owner, on the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
West Coast Customs is the name for the celebrity pimped out rides.
They do really, really good work there. I'm a big fan of the work they do, and I'm also proud of how they've grown the company from
Yeah.
the beginning to where they are now. So that's a pretty cool
Corona,
company.
and now they're in this mega complex in Burbank.
Yeah.
So it pays to have friends that work in places like that. So we got an exclusive tonight. So should we kick it? Without
Let's
further
kick
ado.
it. Let's
All
kick
right,
it.
everybody. It's an exclusive vignette tonight, a special West Coast Customs edition of Come On, Get Happy Hour. Without further ado, this is my buddy, and he's a car genius over at West Coast Customs, Mr. Chad Utt. From West Coast Customs, my homeboy. He looks a little healthier than when I saw him just a couple nights ago. Chad Utt, everybody. What's up, Chad?
What's up, Stevie? How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. Just rocking the double wide over here. See, Chad and I are almost neighbors, but he's on the good side of the track, and I'm on the bad side of the track.
Gotcha.
The double wide.
Yeah, I've got a little color back after the other night now. I'm not so white anymore.
All right, we're gonna pop up. We're gonna fly that in later. How you looked on Halloween night, but
Oh, great.
as you were telling me on Halloween night, because I've been trying to get you on the show for a while, you're like, man, Monday is going to be insane. I'm doing a 24-hour live feed. So I don't know if you're rocking the Rockstar Energy drink or what you're pumping over there, but you've been going since what time this morning, Chad?
Up at 5 today. So it started at 5. We started filming at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. Monday through 9 a.m. Tuesday. Normally, we're in Las Vegas this week. This is the Super Bowl of automotive industry. We're normally at the Las Vegas Convention Center doing SEMA with this guy, Brian
What's up,
Friedlinghouse.
Brian?
Say hi.
What's up, Brian?
How's
Our
it going?
kids were in kindergarten together, I think, at Round Meadow.
Oh, nice.
Kindergarten around Meadow. All
Round
right.
Meadow.
Round Meadow in the house, representing.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Quick little
Good.
Zoom
Okay.
call with Stevie,
All right.
promoting what we're doing over here. So
Nice. Nice.
24
you guys-
hour live build, SEMA.
How you guys holding up? How many hours has it been now?
It's only 9.
This is like a
Not-
regular work day
it's
so
normal
far.
work day so far.
Bro, we're
We're
going to
good.
check back in about 6 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
all right.
maybe we won't answer.
You've been doing some
Maybe
typo
we'll be
over
dead.
there.
Who knows? Who knows?
So tell us what you're building for
Whoa.
SEMA.
Uh-oh. So I'll walk you back a little bit. I'll give you a quick walkthrough on our SEMA stuff.
Okay, brother.
But yeah, we usually are there doing the SEMA experience. We like to bring our fans with us. People like to get involved with the builds. We like to teach them how to do what we do. So we teach them how to do some upholstery, how to do some wraps, how to do some car audio. But with COVID, they shut all that down. But they still want us to draw a crowd. So the best way we could do that is to do a build live. So I'm going to spin around here, let you see what we're working on.
Oh, look at that truck.
So we are building the ultimate work truck.
Okay.
And we are basically giving it away at the end. This is for Tough Built, which I know it's backwards up there.
No, that's
but-
all right.
Tough Built, they're in
Fly
Lowe's.
it in.
They are the sponsor on this build here. And we're building a Dodge Ram.
Nice.
We're doing everything from A to Z. So we're doing a 6-inch lift to get this thing looking a little more rugged and aggressive.
Okay.
We did a satin black wrap to start
Wow.
off as a gloss black truck this morning, but it's now satin black. We're doing a badass audio system in there because
Of
every
course.
truck needs some badass audio.
That's what
So
West Coast
swapping
Custom
out all
does.
That's what we do.
That's what you do, bro.
Swapping out all the factory stuff to some aftermarket. The one thing we're leaving is that nice 12-inch screen. They wanted to be like Tesla. Let me flip this around and do these really cool big
Wow.
12-inch. Oh, wait, it's gone. They took it.
Where'd the screen
They
go?
stole our radio. We are in a bad part of town.
No, Burbank's the nice part of town. You're the nice
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I kid. We're doing in the back a big pull-out toolbox. So it's got 2 sliding compartments. Did some really cool LED lights underneath here. Those big LED light bars, but that's in the back of the truck so they can actually use it while they're working.
Wow.
We've got a big 52-inch curved light bar that they're putting in up top over here right now. Another one in the grill. I'll walk you over here to the paint department. You can kind of see some of the other little deals that we're working on right now.
Dude, how many steps have you gotten in today, Chad?
Let me check. I can do that. I can do that here. Hold on.
How
Hold
many
on.
steps? Since
We
9 a.m.
are- Let me see here. Scrolling up. We're at 26,000.
Woo! No, really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So we're
Let's go
moving.
Get a pizza after this.
Yeah, I could
Pizza
use
for
like a
breakfast.
pizza or 12.
Somebody send Chad a pizza over there, and Ryan, the crew.
These are the wheels. Just got these out of the
Dang.
paint booth. So just added these nice little orange accents in there.
You
So
guys just
nothing
did that?
too flashy.
No, low key.
And
That's
then
nice.
we got rid of all of the Ram emblems and badging to make our own tough built badging. So
Oh,
I can flip
wow.
this around again. This is a 3D printed part. So we actually modeled the piece that was in the grill.
Wow.
Instead of saying Ram, now it says tough built. So they
Jeez.
3D printed it. We've painted it. Now we're going to back mask it. So everything underneath the top level will be gloss black to match the rest of the grill. But we use
That's
a lot of
crazy.
technology now in our builds, which is cool. We do the 3D scanning, we do 3D printing, we do all sorts of fun stuff that we couldn't do just even 5 or 10 years ago.
I know. I watch you guys on Netflix, and that 3D thing you got, that new Frankenstein. That's insane what it can do over there.
Yeah. And then I showed you a picture, I think the other day, of that car that we were building that we want to unveil, and it's hiding out over here. So
Can we? We can't.
I don't know, maybe a
Can we peek at the
little
wheel?
peek.
Can we peek at the wheel?
A little peek.
Don't show right. That's crazy, dude. That's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God.
exploding.
I can't show anymore.
Actually,
My boss, you just saw my boss. He'll see me showing this thing off,
my
and I'll
bad,
be
my
fired.
bad.
So.
But you told me about that like maybe a year ago. What you were doing,
Yeah.
where you can't see the wheels turning.
Right. So it's basically the Rolls Royce of the future.
Okay.
It's for a celebrity client. He brought us his Rolls Royce, but in LA, everybody has a Rolls Royce. So you're not cool or special if you have a Rolls Royce here. So he wanted his to be different. He saw something that Rolls built as a concept car and wanted to buy it. And Rolls said, sorry, it's got a golf cart motor in there just to get it in and out of the show.
Yeah.
It's not a real car. We don't plan on selling it. It's just our concept of the future. So then he took that picture to us and said, can you guys build this? And of course we shook our heads and said, yeah. And here we are 3 years later. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big fat bag of those.
A lot of zeros there. So can you say who it is? I know whose it is, but can you say or no?
I'd like to wait until Friday before we reveal this thing.
All right, we're going to check it. I know whose it is. Can I
Yeah,
sing
we
one of his
start getting
songs?
some online detectives here and then we get in trouble.
Yeah, no, I know it's all good. But you can talk about some celebrity builds that you've done in the past.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. Was Shaq the first like celebrity that came to you guys and put you on the map?
He's probably the biggest celebrity that came to us, both literally and figuratively. Yeah.
He's taller than you, Chad.
He makes me feel small. There's not many guys that make me feel small. He does.
Chad is like 6'12", everybody, in case you haven't met Chad in person. Chad's a big dude. So I have a picture somewhere of Shaq's of his trike. You guys did like some crazy trike thing for him?
Yeah. It's called a Vanderhall. It's like a reverse trike. You got the two wheels in the front and the one in the back, but you sit down inside of it like a car.
Yeah.
So I can provide you some pictures of that. You can kind of post them up for our video, but
yeah,
it's called a Vanderhall. They're super cool, and you'll see it cruising in and out of Bell Canyon from time to time.
Oh, Bell Canyon. All right. In the hood. So what was the first build you guys did for Shaq?
It was an Escalade. The first one was an Escalade that we did for him.
All right. And then how many have you done for him altogether?
I want to say somewhere between 70 and 80 vehicles over the years.
No, for Shaq?
Yeah.
70 and 80.
Somewhere between 70 and 80, yeah. Dang. In that range.
He's keeping the lights on. Wow.
Yeah, a few.
He must be the celebrity with the most cars ordered by you guys.
Yeah, I think he's done the most builds. I think the one that's probably done the most intense builds, Will.I.Am from the Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
So Will.I.Am does crazy builds every time. I've got Shaq's old Mercedes sitting right here. This is a
nice
S-Class, which he wanted a convertible S-Class. They never made that. So we made that, and then we made the rear doors open up suicide.
Wow.
So that's a cool one, but
that's not his anymore?
What's that?
Does that belong to him anymore?
Yeah, but he doesn't drive it anymore. It's not his baby anymore. So it just hangs out here. I mean, that's a 2008 S-Class. He couldn't be caught dead in a 2008.
You driving that, man? Come on. You could drive that. You could probably reach the gas pedal.
Yeah, kick it to the gutter, man. It's junk now. 2008. Who drives a 2008?
I remember seeing an episode of Chips with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar driving a little 450 SL, and he was sticking out of the sunroof, and they pulled him over because the West Coast wasn't around at the time to customize. So he could fit in that thing. My father-in-law was 6'7", my brother-in-law is 6'9", so I don't feel their pain, but I know, guys like you have problems getting in these type of cars.
I'm 6'5", and I'm right at the upper end of that cusp where I can actually still fit into a normal car, most normal cars, but
Yeah.
Anything bigger than 6'5", and you start needing like custom vehicles made.
Yeah. So what do you do with Shaq's car? What do you do for the leg room?
It depends. I mean, sometimes we can just take out the rear seat or push the front seat far enough back to where it touches the rear seat if it's a big enough car. He's brought us Ferraris and Lamborghinis, though, and there is no rear seat. So what do you do then? We actually cut the car in half and lengthen the car. So
Wow.
we've gone as far as cutting a Ferrari in half and making it longer, cutting a Lamborghini in half and making it longer. So when it comes to Shaq, if he wants a car bad enough, we'll find a way to get him into it.
So if a celebrity comes to you, do you ask them up front, can we do an episode of the show around this build? Or you ask them if they want to be on the DL?
It all depends on the celebrity. A lot of times you'll notice right off the bat, they probably wouldn't be somebody very interesting to watch or get on camera. And then other ones are just total clowns. And it's like, man, we got to get you on TV. Like,
Yeah.
you're just comedy to be around. And
Yeah.
some are easier than others. Some people are all for it and other ones don't want to do it. But
Yeah.
we try.
What's that?
I said some of them don't want to do it. Some do, but we try. No matter what, we try.
Yeah. Yeah. So Chad, what's the longest build? I know maybe the one you're doing now?
Yeah, the one that I just showed you what's under the cover a little bit, we're almost 3 years in on that project.
Wow.
And for me, that's an insane amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of work that we've accomplished in that amount of time, I mean, the only thing left from the car that we started with is the roof. That's
Really?
it. Nothing
Wow.
else. I mean,
really?
we've recreated every single body panel on the entire car. And we're not talking about like a body kit or something. We're making a whole new body for a Rolls Royce. So that's next level stuff. And the amount of data that goes into that when you start 3D scanning the car and then you have to go through and reimagine every one of these panels. And then you start making them. Well, how do you make them? You make them out of foam first. So we're taking giant chunks of foam, sticking it to the side of the car after we've already machined it out. We're sanding it and trying to get those proportions right. And once you get it just right, you can actually hard coat it and make reverse molds. So you can start making parts, but it's a crazy process. It takes a lot of time.
Wow. And I was asking you the other night because celebrities tend to be a little impatient. So they come to you with this idea. They just saw this concept at a car show 3 years ago. And do they expect that in like 6 months or 3 months? Or do they check in and go, bro, I need that car. Do they lose interest? Or is this particular client still as fired up about it as he was 3 years ago?
I think he's still fired up about it. He's run into a few snags along the way, but that wasn't due to his interest in the car.
There's no touring going on right now.
There's no... Exactly. Yeah. But they are not patient people. You have to think celebrities in general have had people around them telling them yes to just about every question they've ever asked. And the stuff that we build takes time. It's not like, yeah, we can wrap a car and get it back to them in a couple of days. We talk about recreating or reimagining a whole vehicle. It takes time, and trying to get them to understand that sometimes is a harder conversation than actually building the vehicle. They just don't get it. And even when you think you've got it through their hard head, a week later, is it done yet? Can I come pick it up? Is it ready? No, it's not. So
we just had this conversation.
Yeah.
So I love seeing the Netflix show when you're showing the celebrity episodes. And you guys have also done builds for like big companies. What's the craziest, like most difficult build? I know you've done like gaming trucks and
that Firefall rig. I don't know if you've ever seen we did an episode on that. It was called Firefall. It was a video game, and it was a completely foam sculpted tour bus, and inside of it had all these individual gaming stations, all hand shaped out of foam. It's like something you would see at Disney, and inside every gaming station with its own monitor, all molded in. It wasn't like somebody just took a bus and bolted all this stuff inside. No, like the whole thing was one off, and it was impressive. And I mean, some of these companies just have nothing but money to throw at these projects, and it's like, where do you stop? Like, usually we stop where the budget stops. So when they have an unlimited budget, then it's like, all right, well, we got to draw the line somewhere. But we end up doing some pretty crazy projects.
I can imagine. And so if so I see are those all projects stacked behind you there, Chad?
Yes and no. Most of these are storage back here. So
you guys have room for storage in the new Burbank megaplex you have there.
Well, we really didn't. We had just this one row of cars over here, but a lot of our clients have these big houses and not a lot of, sorry, I lost you for a second. You there? I was getting a phone call. So yeah, a lot of our clients have big houses, but not a lot of room for storage. They don't have room for their garage. They may have 1 or 2 car garage. They have 9 vehicles. So We started storing a few of them over here, but we ran out of space pretty quickly. So we installed these really cool lifts that allow us to stack them 3 tall, and we turn storage for 6 into storage for 18. We do like a concierge turnkey service where you drop off your car, we put it up on the lift. It has a battery tender, so we keep the battery charged.
Nice.
You call us the day before you want it. We get it down. We have it detailed for you. Check all the fluids. If it needs service at the dealership, we'll take it in for service. But it's fully turnkey. You drop off your car. We handle the rest. It's inside. It's safe. And most of these are celebrity clients. So we have people that come visit us.
Whose bus that is behind you? Is that a comedian's bus? VW?
It's not a comedian's bus.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's not Fluffy's?
No. So this is our catwalk that I'm showing you up top. This is usually where we give the tours, not down here where I'm standing, but
yeah,
it opposes all of these racks. And as people walk through, they can see that that's Post Malone's Bronco.
Post Malone's
these are a couple.
My son's gonna be excited about that.
Post Malone Bronco.
Oh, he loves.
He's
Post
putting
Malone.
gull-wing doors on it.
He's got the OJ Bronco. He's putting gull-wing doors.
He put gull-wing doors on the OJ Bronco. So
nice.
There's a unique one. I got a couple classics. These aren't anybody special over here. I've got a DeLorean hanging out down there. This is a football player, Malik Jackson, building this giant gasser.
Nice.
So that's a project working, 800 horsepower engine. Then I have a couple of Will.I.Am's cars up here. Okay. This is his Monster and his old Corvette.
Yep.
I have Justin Bieber's old Escalade over here. This is kind of his mobile shaggin' wagon until his wife put the kibosh on that.
She said, baby, baby.
This car is really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these. It's called a Lagonda.
Whoa.
It is 22 feet long, but it's a 2-door coupe, and you barely have room to fit anybody in the back. I'm sorry, it's a 4-door, but no room to fit anybody in the back. So 22-foot long 4-door, but you can't even fit somebody in the back seat. It's totally obscene. And in its time, the electronics were like next level, over the top. But for today, it's completely outdated. But people still love this thing. It's polarizing, actually. You love it or hate it. There's no in between. I think it's super cool. I like the squared off body lines. Let me flip this around. You might like this one. Belongs to Miss Paris Hilton.
Oh, nice.
Which, when she designed this car, she picked out everything that she loved. Not realizing that when you make your car bright pink and you put PH over all the badges, that everybody's going to know who you are wherever you go, especially when you put it on a TV show to build it. So she won't sell it, but she says she won't drive it either because she feels like Mickey Mouse walking through Disneyland. Yeah. And wherever she goes, she causes accidents. But I don't know if they're looking at her or the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows?
That's like I was at my mechanics that we have mutual friends that recommended me to go to in Simi Valley. I have a 78 Trans Am. You probably seen it around.
I've seen that. I've seen that bad boy.
You've seen my Kentucky Porsche, but I took it up there and I'm just waiting for him. You know, I keep checking in with him and I'm impatient. Like I'm not a celebrity, but I'm just impatient hillbilly. But I checked in. I'm like, I was telling this guy in the shop, I'm like, if all these cars, if I knew the story, I love backstories on the cars. He goes, you mean like this one over here? And it was like a 58 Continental or something. And it said Liz. And it was like violet. I'm like, Liz. He goes, that's Liz Taylor's car that they made a one-off. They made that color to match her eyes. I'm like, yes, exactly like that backstory.
That's awesome. Yeah. I have Marvin Gaye's Rolls Royce here that now belongs to his son, Marvin Gaye III. But he has all these great pictures and videos of his dad driving this thing around with Motown legends in it. Oh, I mean, the story that goes with the car is way cooler than the car itself. So yeah, we've restored it and done everything that we can do with it. But all of these pictures and videos that he brought us to the shop that show his dad washing the car and his dad and his mom driving this thing around. And it's just so special to see the history of it. So I agree. Sometimes the history is far more special than the vehicle itself.
Yeah. I know you grew up, your dad's an amazing voiceover.
Yeah.
Right. But was he into cars also?
He was. So my dad had a 1966 Shelby Cobra 427 when I was a kid and fully restored. Wow. I mean, a shop in Georgia did 90% of the work. And I remember they shipped it down to our house when I was about 8 or 9 years old. And the whole neighborhood was standing outside when they fired this thing up and pulled it off the truck. And they pulled off James Dean's old Spider that was on the same truck. They had a Countach on there. All these other vehicles. When that 427 fired up, I mean, it shook the ground. And people are standing out with those camcorders on their shoulders back then. This is a 1986 or 87 with this big camcorder, waiting for this thing to come off the truck. And he would take me out every Sunday. We go get pizza down by the water in Fort Lauderdale and eat on the Intercoastal, and he'd take me back to the house, and we'd have these templates that you could put over the exhaust pipes, because they were white, and they would turn blue from the heat. So he had these templates that he'd slide over there, and we'd spray paint them with high temp paint every time we drove the car, because he always wanted his pipes to look nice and white. But
nice.
It was a sick car. And then he got a 911 Porsche Turbo after that. And so, yeah, all of my love for cars came from my dad and growing up around them and working on them with him.
Right on. You get the Shelby Cobra when you're is that in the will for you?
Yeah, I wish. They my mom and dad got divorced. That was the first thing to go, and I think he kicks himself to this day. I mean, that thing it sold for a lot of money back then. It would sell for a hell of a lot more now.
You should try to track it down.
No, I haven't. I bet you he could. I know he's got the buyer's info. I bet you he could probably trace that guy back. It was a dad buying it for his son who just graduated law school. So that was a pretty good present.
Ooh, wish I'd gone to law school. I guess first I need to finish high school, but then.
Yeah. Hey, we've all got goals, man.
We got goals. Community college. Buddy, I appreciate you coming on. I know you have you been on your feet all day? Just try to keep your mojo going.
Yeah, I'm doing my best over here. We had some issues with audio this morning. I know you were following along, but
yeah,
we got the audio bug worked out, and we're trying to check in every so many minutes with these guys just so people have somebody to guide them through the process. It's one thing to have cameras on the build, but I feel like I need to check in as often as possible and talk to them about it, explain the paint process, explain how we wrap cars, why we do things in the order that we do them, and give a little education on it, because there's always, anytime I watch any of our videos on YouTube or Instagram, the first comment is, when are we going to get more? When do we get more content? People around the world, fans in China and Europe, they want to see more of what we do. And when we do a TV show, it takes years, if it ever even makes it over there.
Yeah.
So they look to Netflix, one, but YouTube is usually their biggest source, or even Instagram. They get our little builds on Instagram and they love it. So putting out content like this for our fans is great. And at least people are able to watch us live around the world, and hopefully we can give back a little bit right now and just share what we're doing, and they enjoy it.
That's amazing, buddy. When can we see the final product of the truck? When is it going to be done?
It'll be done 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, we're on schedule. We're doing good right now. So knock on wood, we're on schedule.
So what are you going to do if you're early, man? Take a nap?
Maybe. That would be nice. Don't jinx it, Stevie. Come on.
All right, buddy. I really appreciate you doing this. And I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, as you know. I bug you all the time. So thank you. I know you're busy, and get back to your fans on YouTube and Instagram. And thank you so much for checking in. Keep up.
Thanks for having me
over there. I'm going to drop off the Trans Am one day.
All right.
I expect it done in like 48 hours. Is that cool?
All right. Hey, it's our own fault. We shot ourselves in the foot by making these TV shows. Like, you don't build the car in an hour, really? It's our own fault. So
we talked about that, how you cheat in advance and get everything lined up, but we're not going to pull the curtain back. Yeah.
Cool. I'll be looking out for that Kentucky hot rod.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you. West Coast Customs. Thank you so much, buddy. Chad Utt.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
appreciate it.
All right, can you hear me now? All right, good. That was a very wonderful show we did, an exclusive with West Coast Customs. It's weird because I've never used this camera before, so I keep looking at myself. I'm like, he's handsome. It's so distracting. Everybody, that was awesome. Chad Utt from West Coast Customs, and even Ryan popped in there. I don't want to screw up Ryan's name. He's got a tricky name, but Fried Landenhaus, I think. Ryan, I'm sorry if I screwed it up. That's why I just say Ryan. Ryan's cool, man, and I'm so proud of how the company has grown to this mega brand now, and it's like the gold standard for your ride. So if you see something at a car show, if you got the checkbook, man, if you have an idea, you want suicide doors, you want your car lowered, and it looks like it's floating, like a particular celebrity that I know is having his car done now over there, go see West Coast Customs. I appreciate those guys. One of these days maybe I'll buy another Trans Am and just go nuts on that one and keep my 78 semi legit. But anyway, that was awesome. Thank you, West Coast Customs. Thank you, Judy Sketch Wilson up in Canada, my homie. I love
that was
cars,
a good
man.
episode. That was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
It's election week, so I hope we keep the peace down here. Sketch, you're up in Canada, so if we don't, can you get me a passport expedited in the next 24 hours? Get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, there's a line at the border currently.
Yeah, no more hillbillies. That's it. Cut you off.
Anyways,
All
hopefully
right.
the world will right itself at some point.
I
Until
hope so.
then, we're gonna
One
keep
nation.
on rocking the double wide.
One nation under a grin, So I hope we just all keep smiling, keep grooving. And everybody, I hope to see you next week in the double wide if it doesn't burn up. Thank you for watching. Come on, get happy hour. Thank you, Sketch. Thank you, West Coast Customs and Chad over there. And Sketch, take us out with something funky and fun and uplifting. I'll get up and do the cabbage patch.
There we go. Bye, everybody.
All right, bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
You're in the mix with JudiLew. You're in the mix with JudiLew.